Fellow Toastmasters, since we don't have guests today, I greet you all and I thank you for showing up this morning. My name is Nomkosi Ulugama. I am the secretary of the Kloof Toastmasters Business Club. It is my pleasure today to come back again and present a speech which is titled Emotional Intelligence at the Workplace. So as you guys are aware, this is the same speech that I presented in our previous meeting. And so I decided that I present the same speech again so that I can improve and enhance on some of the features which were picked up as kind of weak or needing some improvement. All right, so the title is Emotional Intelligence at the Workplace. So I am going to start by defining what is emotional intelligence. I'm going to go on to defining or outlining 3 key features of emotional intelligence, and I'm going to briefly talk about my own personal journey on emotional intelligence at the workplace, and then I'm going to close. So what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand your own emotions and manage them, as well as the emotions of others at the workplace in this case. The 3 key features of emotional intelligence: the first one is emotional awareness. The second one is the ability to harness these emotions and be able to put them to task. The third one is the ability to manage the emotions and help others to do the same, always acknowledging that we all are human beings. So going now to my personal journey, as I was reflecting on this topic, I realized that emotional intelligence is not something that has been paid enough attention to in the primary, secondary, and high school level. Because when I was in primary school, there was nothing on emotions, but there was something on physical education. We had PT or PE, physical training. And then there was also something on biblical studies or religious studies, which intended to orient us to the spiritual world. And there was also a biology, which is a course that is a natural science subject. So you see that there was an attempt to look at the variety, but there was nothing on emotions at the basic education. Then I went to the tertiary education where I did Bachelor of Social Science. In my Bachelor of Social Science degree, I majored in Media and Communication and Industrial, Organizational and Labor Studies, which is basically industrial sociology. As I took those courses throughout the 3 to 4 years that I did my junior degree, there was nothing on emotions again. Okay, so then I started working. In 2011, I took up my first permanent job at the UK, at the University of KwaZulu-Natal as a lecturer. I worked there for a few years. By 2015, I had signed my resignation letter. Off I went. I went to the Durban University of Technology. I worked there for 2 years. Then I signed another resignation letter. Off I went. I went to the Chris Hani Institute organization, which is a non-governmental organization which is based in Johannesburg. I worked there for less than 2 years. Guess what? I signed a resignation letter. Off I went. From Chris Hani Institute to where I am now, which is at the University of Cape Town. I am very proud and honored to announce that today, as it is the 1st of November in 2024, I celebrate exactly 5 years of employment at UCT. So, guess what? I have not signed a resignation letter in 5 full years. And I don't have plans of signing a resignation letter anytime soon. And I believe that it is because I have found something here. I found something different and I've learned something. So I always thought that being emotional is the opposite of being professional. As a result, I kept my emotions to myself, and which is why when I wasn't happy at a workplace, I would just decide to sign a resignation letter. When I felt like I wasn't being fulfilled, instead of communicating my emotions and my feelings and my ambitions with my employer, I would not do that. I would just sign a resignation letter. But now I've learned that no, actually there's something called emotional intelligence, and emotions are not something that are to be left at home or even in the car, but it's something that you can bring at the workplace but be able to manage them appropriately. So in this journey of myself at being at UCT and my utilization of emotional intelligence, obviously you can see that I've been able to persevere. It has not been easy even in these 5 years. I've used my perseverance and I've been able to identify just 4 key features of what I believe is important, which has enabled me to persevere in these 5 years. And that is the understanding of the importance of mental health. It is the understanding of the importance of conflict resolution. It is the understanding of inclusivity and or diversity. And the fourth and the final one is the understanding of the importance of the organizational culture. Organizational culture is going to make it difficult for you if it's too different from you and if you do not take time to learn. So same with mental health. Mental health means that it is important to embrace our emotions even at the workplace. And inclusivity and diversity will acknowledge that sometimes we come from different spaces, we have different beliefs, we ourselves are different. But at the workplace, it is important for all of us to recognize those but also to feel welcomed and feel recognized. The final one is the conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is about the ability to sort out problems in a cordial manner at the workplace. As I conclude my presentation, I want to challenge each of you guys to think about what is emotional intelligence and what does it mean for you. Furthermore, I would like you to actually reflect, think back to your previous workplaces or your current spaces of work and see what are the weaknesses, what are the stumbles, what are the decisions that you have taken which has been proof of lack of usage of emotional intelligence. I think that's going to be very helpful, and I thank you.